Ben, I know it's not too simple, but how do you feel this morning?
I woke up in better conditions. To be honest, it's an incredible feeling, and I don't know if it's all set in yet. I think coming down here and seeing what a small portion of the support we've had feels about it, and the kids and the adults, the energy they all had for seeing us today was amazing, and something. The feeling yesterday and today something we'll hold on to forever. Yeah, no, I mean it's cool. I mean the best thing about it is that we managed to win what we wanted to. We deserve to be in the final over the last 4 years from what we've done, and we would have obviously been devastated if we didn't manage to lift that trophy. But looking back, I think that game will go down in history books as the best ever. With all the drama and everything around it, being in a World Cup final, it was an amazing thing to be a part of. I think the only time I really had to think about that over was probably the second to last ball. When it was 2 off 1, all I could think about was Bangladesh in the T20 World Cup when they needed the same and they just hit the ball in the air. So all I was thinking was just don't hit the ball and get caught. At least try and get one and get it to a super over at least. And if I hit it well enough into a gap, I'll get 2. So that was my process of just don't hit it in the air and get caught. Don't try and be a hero and hit it with a 6 or anything like that, because but I wish I went for 2 and it didn't go to that, but because my emotions weren't too best pleased with myself walking off and back in the changing room with that 10-minute turnaround. You ebb and flow with your emotions. Winning games and losing games is just going to wipe everything under the slate. I mean, we're going to enjoy these next 2 days because we deserve it, and everyone deserves to feel like a champion because we've just won it. But when it comes to the Ashes, we're going to be heads on because we have to be. Yes, we're world champions, but we also want to be Ashes winners as well.
I don't really want to see it again in a hurry either. It was a really painful last half an hour. The range of emotions, I suppose, for everyone in the ground were just horrendous, really. Thought we'd won it, thought we'd really thrown it away, and then to go to super over and finish that way. Just a magical day for everyone involved in cricket. I mean, this is where we all start, isn't it? And yeah, great for our guys to be here. That inspiring generations piece is there's nothing clearer than what's going on behind us. There's a few jaded players around today, but great they could be here and share it with the kids. I think everyone was almost stunned by the cricket yesterday. For us to now be world champions and for it to be probably the best ever 50-over game of cricket is pretty special. We got 4 days off, something like that. We start an Ashes camp at the weekend, and then we've got to go again. That's the nature of it. The Aussies have got to do the same thing. So we've got to look after our guys and make sure they get enough rest. But if you're not up for the Ashes, you're not going to be up for anything. Well, part of this strategy going forward, inspiring generations, we've got to try and take cricket back to the schools. Inspire the South Asian network as well, get more kids involved from that element, and women's and girls cricket as well. So there's different strands, and from our point of view, it helps if we keep winning games. So we've got the Ashes coming up. If we could do a World Cup and Ashes double, that's certainly going to help.
Look, it's an opportunity, isn't it? And that's the great thing. The women's team did it in 2017. The men's team have now gone and won a World Cup on home soil. And that just gives us a wonderful opportunity to grow the game, and that's our job now, to capitalise on that. We have a plan. It's called Inspiring Generations. It's a strategy we've been working on for a long time, and it's all about getting kids playing at schools, getting the women and girls game completely transformed through this country, and engaging with our South Asian communities that we've seen come in droves. And, the vibrancy and colour and diversity of the audiences for this World Cup have been absolutely brilliant, and we need to take that in, take that opportunity to grow the game. Diversity in our team is reflective of how diverse our country is, and we've seen that through this World Cup. I mean, what a sensational group of players that we've got. We're very fortunate to have them, and the leadership of Owen and Trevor and Andrew Strauss before now. Ashley is taking on that mantle. Look, we can be very proud of this team, and we need to make sure that we take this opportunity to grow the game on the back of it. I think ultimately we've got a brilliant opportunity, haven't we, to take the game forward. The 100 is all about growth. It's all about growing the game, making the game more straightforward for people to understand, making it more inclusive, bringing people in that for whatever reason don't feel part of it. Yesterday was a huge adrenaline shot for the game, if you like, and has given us a massive opportunity to take those plans forward really quickly now.